Well, hello, kids. You knew there'd be an update from yours truly. Well, just basking in the glory of all the love and hate I've received from the TMZ article on the project I did with SiC Rick, mask maker extraordinaire. He's done masks for bands like Devo and Gwar and Venom, the Dickies. Motorhead, Iron Maiden, the list goes on and on. He's a respectable mask maker. Been a friend of mine for a very long time. First met him first time I noticed him was the G.G. Allen mask that he made. You may have seen it yourselves. So anyway, he does a lot of true crime masks, and he took it upon himself, as we've been friends for many, many years now, that he already had a Manson mask, but he did it, and he did a blood variant of it where he painted the mask to look like my blood painting and ash portraits of Charlie. Well, I was more than happy to do this collaboration. Was more than flattered that he wanted to do a variant that looked like my paintings, as I am a huge fan of SikRick and his work. So we went ahead and we did this project. And we made two of these, and we put my blood and some of the Cremains in the eyes of the mask. And I got to tell you, I've had this thing home for over a week. And anybody that knows me knows I'm a skeptic. I'm not easily rattled. I'm not easily frightened. But something's been kind of going on with this mask since it's been here. I don't know if it's because of the negative energy that comes with anything Manson. I mean, Manson fans, devotees, and those obsessed with the old man can definitely, let's just say they can be they're easier offended than the common SJW lefty, everything pisses me off kind of person. They're all biting for their spot. They all have something to say. I mean, there's people that live their lives devoted to the old man, which God bless him. Whatever gets him by, the old man was an interesting dude. There's a reason I like doing artwork that includes his image, his likeness, and his essence. Of course, his remains added to it. But this piece is a little different. Now here's the thing where I got to say that I still have. This is what I got left. There's still a little bit of art left in this, and as long as I have any of these Cremains left, they're gonna go into artwork. I mean, I'm not seeking anyone's approval or disapproval. I'm just glad you notice. Hey, if you're offended by what I do, you think it's sick, you think it's tacky, or as a lot of people said on the TMZ comments, if you think it's what incel white boys do. Well, it's what this guy does. I don't know if I hate identity politics, so I don't refer to myself as an incel, and a white boy, and I'm certainly not an incel. Getting laid ain't a problem. Finding a Morticia to my Gomez maybe, but getting laid ain't a problem. But anyway, so I did this. Couple things that I've noticed since I've had this in my home, and I have virtually a whole museum of unusual, twisted items. First thing I notice is anywhere you go in the room, the eyes follow you. The old man is always watching you, which I'm cool with. I like the old man. I honestly don't think that any of the weird energy that comes with it actually even comes from him. I've had these ashes in my house for over a year, done various paintings, mixing my own blood with them, and I've never had anything strange and unusual happen. But with this piece, it has been. I can't deny it. When I say I'm a skeptic, I'll be the first to say things don't happen. But this has been weird. First of all, I noticed that the mask itself would shift. I'd come in the morning and it would be looking in a different direction as far as like the entire head would be turned. I've also noticed that you definitely get a charged feeling from it. Now, again, I'm not saying that the spirit of Manson is in here and doing anything strange. Um, if anything, if I were to have to speculate, and again, I'm a pretty skeptical agnostic. There's an awful lot of people obsessed with Charles, and a lot of people that are throwing around, saying people are cursed, that they're cursing people because they're not doing what they want as far as the good name of Charles Manson. And there are a lot of people that are attached to the dark arts. I know one in particular, a guy by the name of Shrek, that is married into the LaVey family. He now denounces them, but he considers himself to be the some kind of crazy wizard cult leader himself. Whatever gets him by, but not going to ignore it. There's a weird energy that comes with this. With that being said, I think it really needs to be in a place where it's contained. I would actually like to see it. Now, I know a lot of people are very critical of him, and but I'd like to see it in Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum. At least he knows how to keep things in a controlled environment. But you can't take any chances when you actually start feeling something. And I have a lot of items in my collection. A lot of items that are considered haunted items. A lot of items that have a unusual history. But again, this is different. I don't know if it's because so many people are focused on it. So many people who I wouldn't even expect to be are super offended by the fact that I chose to do this collaborative effort with SiC Rick, which I don't get. People have their own opinions. I don't choose. I really hope some of these people come around, because these are people I considered friends. But you know what? I can't force anybody to like me. And I kind of have a saying. It's like, there are those I've offended and those that I will offend. It's in my nature. I'm sorry. As G.G. Allen said, if I piss you off, that's just tough fucking shit, baby. But anyway, so here I am spending time with this mask. I notice I have candles burning with it, and it's up here on display in my sitting room. But originally Rick and I made 2 of these, and they're meant to be kept in our collections. I'm almost thinking I got to let this one go. I don't know. It's just like I said. It's bringing a strange kind of a nuance to the whole thing. And when something's out of order, I can't ignore it. So with that being said, I don't know who's in market for a haunted mask with Charles Manson's ashes and my blood in the eyes. But it would have to be a museum setting, and a museum setting that knows how to house and care for sensitive items. But anyway, leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you can imagine such a place where this very interesting charged mask should be. And again, I'm not afraid of it. If I have to, I'll keep it. And eventually, when I open my collection to the public once again, it'll be there for y'all. But in the meantime, if there's another museum setting or somebody that knows how to deal with macabre charged items, we got one here for you, baby. But anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for those of you that love what I do. Thanks for all those nice hate messages I got through TMZ, and even the death threats that some of the devotees and the man fans at Man-Chan like to dish out. It's all a part of the artwork. And again, as far as Charles Manson goes, you're never going to hear me preaching the word of him, nor are you going to ever hear me give any credence to the myths like that whole shit show of Helter Skelter. The man was an outlaw. The man definitely was a criminal. He was institutionalized. He's not the monster those made him out to be, and he was a unique individual, and I honestly believe he's going to be remembered like Aleister Crowley, like Rasputin, like some of the other very interesting anti-heroes and boogeymen of history. But to me, I talked to the man. I got to the bottom of it, of actually talking to him on a personal level 20 years ago, which I'll always cherish. Never went away from it feeling the man was a monster. But a lot like Gigi, he was a man with a strong draw to a lot of negative people. It's not Charles Manson that's scary, folks. I hate to break this to you. It's the man fans. Beware of the obsessed, because they are capable of anything. Anyway, peace out. To those that show their support, you'll always have my love, my friends. To those that want to take pot shots, that dislike me, that even hate me, 2 words come to mind. Fuck you! Peace out, folks.